Hello, silverleaf69 here. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Here we are back in Divine Journey. It's been a few days since I recorded, like I told you last episode. Due to the surgery, I was resting and whatnot, and starting to do better, starting to get better. As you can see here, there's the little towers in the background, but if I turn around, you can see all the drawers and everything that we had here are gone. So let's jump in, show you where they've all gone. Nom on some bread. Still left the enchanting table down here for now. Haven't moved that. Let's run. Get a run on. Run up the stairs. So you can see I've planted a lot of spruce wood. Zeramus made himself a little room there to put his bed since we moved everything from down there. I've started on a warehouse here. Still an immense work in progress. I do that in little phases, a little bit at a time. Set the ender pearls up here. As you can see, we've got a few more lilies along the way. Planted them to help us achieve this grand thing, the ender chest. And Zeramus made the chest and a couple of pouches for us. Makes mining so nice. So nice. I gotta tell you, you're mining away. You saw how many bags I had. Well, no, you didn't, because it's a video I'm gonna release. We went on a runic dungeon delve, and that video got broke into a few pieces. I gotta splice it all together. I'll get that out to you soon. I'm still working on editing and getting it all going on. You'll see that. But I had these 2 bags and 5 or 6 other bags that I would just fill up and have to bring back and dump. Well, with the ender pouch, it's as easy as opening it up, and you can see that opens up, and as you put stuff in there, it automatically gets sucked out and sorted into the system. I am using Enderio, and we've set a screen up here, inventory panel, which is connected to that controller via this slave. So this slave is connected along the path to that controller. And then, if you don't know, the remote awareness upgrade in the Enderio conduit here allows it to see everything in the system. So if I clear the bread out, you can see we have access to everything. So that makes it so nice to do some crafting, which I'll show you in a few minutes. Show you a few other things. So I've got, the compacting drawers with a good majority of the metals on this side, and on this side, gems and other random things that will compress, quartz, brick, clay. This quartz here, these drawers are amazing. Normally, if you make a block of the nether quartz, you'd have to put it in a pulverizer to get the 4 out. Well, this compacting drawer is amazing. If I hold shift, I can pull 1 out at a time, and it automatically breaks it up for you. So no need to pull out the blocks, go pulverize it, use it for what you need. You take it out, and as you put it back in, it reforms it back into blocks. These compacting drawers are amazing. So, and I tried to keep it in some sort of organized fashion, which doesn't necessarily matter too much with the panel to be able to see everything, but most of the wood and products of wood in here, I'm going to add more trees as we get them. Some other random wooden items. Back here I got plants and other things that you'll randomly pick up in the world, all kind of sorted here. In here, things that you may mine, which, As you can see, we've already upgraded this one. If you hold shift and right click, you can see what upgrades you have in the drawers. So I've got a gold upgrade, which I'm not sure why I can't take it out right now to show you. It's tier 4, I think. But you see, I tried to keep things together. There's a bunch of glass things, and so I don't know, I try to be a little too organized sometimes. If you're wondering what these ladders are about, that dirt there, that is as high as you can put a drawer, and that controller will still register and see it. So it's 12 blocks above. So the controller, 12 above, 12 below, left, right, forwards, backwards. So 25 by 25 by 25 cube is what that controller will register. So really, we don't need any hallways here or anything else. We can put row upon row upon row of drawers and forget about it. But I don't like to do that. I like to see what I've got, upgrade them as necessary. And so these ladders here, I can climb up and access the top tiers, kind of like a library when you're getting up into books. It's more for decoration, not really needed, but I like to do things to make them look good. So mob drops in here. Anyway, as you can see, just tons and tons of stuff. I tried to, Botania is going to be in here, and back here along this wall, these chests are just kind of placeholders. They're going to be iron or gold or diamond eventually. Those will be for like mod items, mod created items that don't have a drawer, which literally I could have a drawer for everything, and if I want. I calculated it, and just this place up to that would be about 3,000 single drawers, not counting the double and the quadruple drawers. That's just an insane amount. So as you can see, I've got mod sorted chests here. Whoops, let me get out my sword. Dang pumpkins are everywhere, driving me crazy. Gonna have to build one of those magnum torches or something eventually. Let's get rid of this one as well. Oh man, let's sleep through the night even. And as you can see, I will dump those things right into the system, not have them clogging up my inventory. Boop boop, all done. I love it. Love it. And you can see I'm crazy about sorting. I got a cobblestone framework here. Excuse me. I was going to use that to do cobble gen, but it was just chewing through the power of this little bitty reactor, so we'll wait on that. So anyway, let me dig down here and we'll go down, and I'll show you. So all these are for mods. I have them separated with mod item filters and told them which ones to pick. I set them as a priority of -20. So basically, when I dump things in, it's going to go to the slave. The drawers are the first place it's going to check. That's priority 0. Once it checks there, it's going to go through all the rest of the priorities, which I have some other set up. This is the last place it will check. And then this one, I can't remember what I set this one to. This is the final one, 25, and those were 20, I said? Yeah. So this is like things that don't have a mod chest or a drawer or something of that nature. It all gets dumped in here, so I can pull it out, find a spot for it, which I won't mess with that right this second. Let me cover that back up. So over here, a little bit more. So I got this chest set as a -9 priority, and it's got existing item filter. So you put what you want in the chest and you take a snapshot. And so we don't have all of the ores in there yet, but as we find new ones, we can put them in the chest and click merge, and it will merge those in there. And we want to manually process the ferrous here. So this one's set at a -8, so it's one higher than that one. So even though it's farther along the line, it will say, oh, that's higher priority, ferrous goes there. Even if I had ferrous in here, which I don't think I do. Well, maybe that is ferrous right there. But anyway, because this is a lower, or a higher priority, I should say, it goes here first. If this was to fill up, then it would go there. And I have these set up to, as you can see, pull from the chest, and then that pulls from there and pushes into here, which I have Enderio conduits sorting everything. So auto processing, this is the auto processing. This is kind of manual. It still kind of pushes into there, but this is more of a manual thing. So let's dig back down in here a little bit, and I'll show you. I got some cobbleworks, cobblegen here, cobblegen set up here. So with the transfer node, I have a stack of world interaction upgrades. So that's pulling a stack of cobblestone out. You can continue on. There's 5 more slots there. You can continue on and it will pull an unreal amount out. But that's fine. It's keeping one stack there. This is extracting 15 item conduits. 4 items per extraction, so do the math, that's 60 items. It's pulling out about a stack, so you know it's keeping up with a stack. So if I was to take that out, it would run out because I'm sending it somewhere else, which I'll show you in a second. This one here is extracting the one at a time. That's the one that's disappearing here, and that's going up here to this sag mill, which is producing sand and gravel. So I'm making cobble, sand, and gravel automatically right now, which comes to the compacting drawers here. As you can see, I got 110 double compressed sand already, 82 double compressed gravel. The dirt I have set up to go to quadruple. And let's bust into the floor here, and I'll show you how I'm doing all that. We'll move all this. I'll put it back in a bit. So this is on its own channel, but I set it to black. Basically, basic item filter pulls out double compressed and puts it in there, which then the double compressed gets compressed in the other ones. Same with the cobblestone. I had these 2, and those 3, those 2 were empty. And I don't know, I color coded all this even though it's a self-contained system. So each one has a basic item filter with the appropriate compressed cobble to give us octuple eventually. And you can see I've already got 1 septuple compressed cobblestone already. This has only been running maybe a day or 2 at the most. I've been working really hard on getting this area set up. I really kind of wanted something to show you guys when I came back. You know, I hate to come back and show you just some 1 or 2 random little things. Let me throw this wood back in there. And same thing here with obsidian. Even though I'm not making obsidian yet, I went ahead and set it up so that once I do start making obsidian to get the quadruple compressed, it's already set up. It's already ready, waiting here to go, and it'll just start feeding in and transferring and filling up. That is going to save us some time in the long run. And with the this cobblestone framework, I'm probably going to set up some of those later when we upgrade the big reactor. I'll set up those probably to do sand and gravel and other things as well. Silicon, I mean, you can really customize those from the Enderio add-ons. It's really, really a good thing. I mainly needed sand. I may shut this off pretty soon. I just needed some sand for, you know, silicone and glass and such, and I was tired of running out and having to find it or macerate some cobblestone. I figured I'll just set it up, automate it. And over here I've set up a little basic farming area. Nothing spectacular. Set up the dummy here from mod. I talked about that in the first video and couldn't remember what it did, but this is what it did. This is all it does. Makes a dummy. You can smack him around as much as you want. It gives you the DPS of your weapons. It's pretty cool. Ore berries back there. This is my next suit of armor. I placed it here. I'm gonna enchant that away and do everything. I got a bunch of experience there. Every time I get some, I dump it in there. I've been harvesting ore berries, essence berries. I got a drawer full of those. Let's see. Let me show you the quest book. I haven't talked to you in a few days. Automation. We have. I did the vat. The vat is right here. That's what's used to make the nutrient distillation, which powers this inventory panel. And I had to make the soul binder and the slice and splice to do all that. And then Zeramus made the tesseracts for the ender quests. Listen to me. Ender chest. Okay, and then I went farming some ender heads for the slice and splice, and I didn't realize it gave you this crossbow, and we're gonna definitely take the Enderium. I can get Enderman heads because of my what I like to call a buster sword. So I didn't realize you got that. I made myself one here, called it Bunky for whatever reason. It has a draw speed of 0.65 seconds. Pretty good arrow speed, pretty good durability. I've got moss, redstone, and lapis on there. Plus minus 1 attack damage, I don't know, and looting 3. That's amazing. Basically, I used a plastic crossbow limb, fire string, paper tough binding, and Enderium crossbow body. This one, let's check this. 0.25 second draw speed. 4 modifiers still remaining. Holy cow. Let's test those. Why not? We got this little guy right here. Alright, let's see. 8.5 DPS. 13.62 DPS before modifiers. That is amazing. Holy cow. And I just made that one? Why? Why did I do such a thing? Let's put those away. Back to the book for a second. Let's see, what else? Gadgets. I made a redstone flux capacitor because I made a decent pick here. Flux, lapis, emerald, redstone, Enderium pickaxe head, paper binding, manilium, tool rod. So basically I put the flux capacitor on there for power so it's charged, and that's how I got that. One thing I don't think we've done is looked at this book and the achievements, the checks here that I've done. We'll do that real quick, and then I'll get on to one or two things I want to do in this episode. So basically you check them off. Punched wood, we did that. Craft basic stone tools, we did that. Go to your first mining adventure. Set up a simple base, did that. Moved over here. Well, the base is this whole place anyway. Craft a furnace, smelt some iron ore, vein mine, all that, did that. Tinker smeltery, lava. Set up the tool tables, made liquid transfer node, and imported lava. We didn't really do it that way. I just vein mined obsidian, called it good. I did make alumite, and crafted a couple of alumite tools, not too many. Mined those things, made some power generating machines. We did the generator to begin with. We made an induction smelter, magma crucible, and fluid transposer. Alice motor sag bill, built the reactor, created basic vanilla farms, did that over there. Better tools, you know, I could make some other better tools, but I checked that off anyway. I do it as I go along. I made a jetpack, then Zeramus upgraded it. Haven't made the hang glider yet. I was thinking about it. We built a nether portal, we found the fortress, got some blaze rods, we got some skelly heads. We did that one. You just saw the cobble gen with the transfer node. I got a cobble frameworks in my bag. You saw the crafting compact drawers. Cobblestone automatically creating seared brick. I did that down there that I showed you, and then I've taken it down and haven't set it back up yet. We've got plenty of the seared brick for right now. I'm probably going to have to set it back up here soon. This is what me and Zeramus just did. I haven't edited that video and put it up yet, but we did the magic chalk and we made some gear and went into that dimension. Oh, here's the craft a better jetpack. The previous one was craft a jetpack. This is a better one. I've brewed some potions, but we haven't killed the wither. So this is basically where we're at. 27 in this book. So let's get back to this quest here. I think it's in exploration. I wanted to go to get purple blazes. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to do that, catching you up on everything I've done. But let's go to gadgets. We can do something in gadgets here. Yeah, electromagnet. Craft an electromagnet. If charged and turned on, this tool will attract nearby dropped items to your player. What does that need? Redstone alloy we have, electrical steel blocks. I just made a bunch of electrical steel. This enticing crystal is going to be the challenge. We need an emerald, and I have to sacrifice a villager. And 10 XP. So I got the soul vial ready to go. Let's sleep through the night again. Holy cow. Keeping you guys here for days on end watching me in Minecraft. Let's see. We'll just jump down here and drink some, whoops. Take that out of my hand. If you right click on that, you can drink that XP back up out of those tanks. So let's run over here. There's a villager. Let's kill this pumpkin. He's gonna irritate me if I don't. Let's see, what does this villager's trade? Gravel and an emerald for flint. You can get sacrificed. Oh. Shift click. There we go. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. And I'm pretty sure I have an emerald in the system. We're really running low on emeralds. 8. We'll grab one. If you hold control and grab one, it'll grab one. Hold control and right click. Control and left click grabs well, I guess that doesn't even matter. It just grabs a stack. If you hold shift and right click, it grabs a half a stack. Or just without. So I guess shift or right click is half a stack, left click is a stack, control right click is a single one. Alright. Anyway, let's did I get my emerald? Yes, I did. I'm gonna go to the soul binder, take this villager with the emerald, give it the XP. It's gonna do its thing. It's gonna, I don't know what, bind that villager's soul to the emerald and give me an enticing crystal. That sounds dark, just like the head on there. There's actually one on each side. Let's go over here, and with this crafting grid, it is pretty amazing. If I go uses on, whoops, let me enter that, get it out of that, go uses on that. And if you hold shift on the question mark, it auto fills the crafting grid with components from your system. Crafting made so easy. I've, rushed to that point. Zeramus wanted to get into the AE, and I'm like, let's hold off on the AE just a little bit. This drawers are super cheap. The compacting drawers were a little more expensive. So if you shift, right click, turns the magnet on, throw things on the ground, oh man, it just picks them up for you. Let's run over here. We will bust up some of the sugar cane. See, normally I'd have to run back and forth collecting it. Now I can just run like this, and it all got sucked up into my inventory. No running around trying to find the last loose little pieces. Irritating. So I didn't do a whole lot in this video. I did a whole lot in between and kind of showed some things off. I probably am going to just make the shelving that high across. Maybe make the building that high. If I need to expand it, I can either expand it up to that height, or I can even expand it down 12. Just go underground and expand it. But I think this is going to be plenty of room to tide us over until we actually get into AE, which, if we look in this book, really isn't that much farther down the road. We've built the portal to Icica. We're getting ready to go there. Getting ready to get into blood magic. So, we've got the division sigil, not from a wither. Zeramus found it in a chest. So, AE is coming faster than I realized, but I haven't really put out some videos of some of my better builds, but if I do, you will see and continue to watch this and you'll see. I really just like to make things look nice, like to walk around and look at the things, It just makes it more fun to me. Instead of having things just scattered all over the ground in random places, and I have to build a building, even if this one only gets used for a while. And then we move on to AE and suck everything out of here into AE. The drawers will be locked. You'll still see the pictures on there. It'll still look nice. Come over here to the warehouse and say, oh, that's what it looked like. Oh, so cool. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Thanks for stopping in and watching the video. And take care, everybody. Bye-bye.